we have some time. Yeah, sure.
Player walk in 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Have a good one. Okay. Maybe we can open 2 extra balls for the warm-up. Right?
Yeah.
Let's make it in that way. We start with the 8 balls. Warm-up.
Or even 7.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's absolutely wonderful to have you here. Welcome back to the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic, the 2024 edition. Now, I know that some of you come every year, you know this club really, really well, so welcome back. And for those of you who are new to the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic, welcome along to one of the most stunning tennis clubs there are. This tournament has a 30-year history, and we will be having some spectacular tennis over the next few days. So the players for this first match are on the way to the court right now. It's João Fonseca, who's just 17 years old from Brazil. He's taking on Australian Popyrin, and then later on we will have a legends doubles. Now I know that some of you love Master Barabi. He'll be taking to the court once again. He'll be partnered with Thomas Enquist, and they'll be taking on Marcus McDantis and Mark Philippoussis. So we'll be rewinding back the years this afternoon. And of course, a little bit later on, it will be England versus Denmark. I'm not going to make any comments about Scotland because I'm still in mourning from the last few days. But there will be a giant screen here sponsored by Marriott, so you're allowed to stay on and watch it there, and I'm sure many of you will do. But please just make sure you keep yourselves hydrated. I know it's a very hot day. I'm not just hydrated with Whispering Angel or Estrella or Gym and Tonic, whatever is out there, but of course with water and sunscreen as well. Well, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and we will be welcoming the players on in just a couple of minutes' time.
It's big enough now, though, for us to sit here, but I don't think we'll look at it. Because if anyone does, then everyone will. So, I don't know if that good. It's a shame. Yes, it's on the best shots are from that side, isn't it? Which is strange. Especially now that's the second one. Yeah, I know, that'd be great. We'll have to volley. These guys ought to be doing it. We get them up the middle of the net match.
What makes Tennis Warehouse the ultimate online tennis store? We offer the best brands and widest selection of tennis gear. Our in-house experts make it easy to find the right racket and shoes. Plus, we make ordering simple. Shop today at Tennis Warehouse.
Oh wow! Almost like a, you know, yeah. Do we go again? These stand to 4, they've sold much like the
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's a weird one, isn't it? You go at the top of there and you end up with the tiny little starters. But I am just pleased that they've... I can't quite remember where that thing was. But just having that route is giving so many more seats a much better viewing platform.
They're doing it so that way they can build an apartment. That's what that was apparently the great point.
And what, so what...
So they're leaving like this. See how like this one's up on this?
Yeah.
And that section over here takes straight to touches mine. I feel like I'll go over swimming.
Okay, folks, it's now time for our first match of the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic 2024. So I'm now going to welcome the players onto the court. From Brazil at just 17 years old, making his debut here at the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic, please give a warm welcome to João Fonseca. And he's up against an Australian who loves the Hurlingham club. We're very happy to welcome him back once again. It is Alexei Popyrin.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Hurlingham Club here. And it is the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic.
Eva DeVos doing the coin toss
we have
there, a long-term fan of Giorgio Armani.
A singles match to kick things
Thank you
off
very much,
here
Eva.
on day one. And a good one it should be as well, between João Fonseca of Brazil, who is really starting to make a name for himself. Former junior standout, won the Junior US Open back last summer. And he'll be taking on Alexei Popyrin of Australia, a man who's had a good 12 months or so. This will be a singles match followed by
on the right-hand side
a
of the
doubles
umpire
match
is João Fonseca.
to come later
he is
on,
the youngest player in our
Mansour
field
Baran.
this year at just 17 years of age. The Brazilian was the junior world #1 and last year won the US Open boys singles title. This season, he has announced himself on the ATP Tour by having 2 quarter-final runs, one in Bucharest and the other on home soil in Rio de Janeiro, where he also became the first player born in 2006 to win an ATP Tour match. His form in 2024 has meant he's climbed over 500 places in the rankings and currently sits at 215, looking to break into the world's top 200. So please give a warm welcome for the very first time to the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic, João Fonseca.
3 minutes.
To the left of the umpire is Popyrin, who's 24 years old from Australia. Currently ranked 47 in the world, he's been inside the top 40 at 38 earlier this year. He owns 2 ATP Tour titles, which he won in Singapore in 2021 and then last year in Umag. This season, he was a semi-finalist in Doha, progressed to the 3rd round in Miami, and a round of 16 in Monte Carlo, where he beat the defending champion and the then world number 6, Andrei Rublev. Of course, we're delighted to welcome back to the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic, Popyrin.
So the introductions are complete. My thanks to Jenny Drummond, our MC this week. And this should be a really good way to kick off what we hope will be a fantastic 5 days of competition. Some of the biggest names assembled here at the Hurlingham Club as they look to fine-tune their games ahead of the 3rd major of the year, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joao Fonseca won the toss and chose to receive.
Court's absolutely pristine. Could not be more perfect. As the weather has been kind to us as well, and this will be a good one with young Joao Fonseca, who will not be taking part in Wimbledon, having lost in the qualifying very narrowly yesterday down at Roehampton. Lost a very tight one in the 1st round of qualifying, but an opportunity for him to get some more action on this surface. And a young man who's going places, no doubt about it. Still just 17 years of age. He has a huge game, does Fonseca. Made his breakthrough a little earlier in the year. In fact, one of his very first tour level matches in Rio de Janeiro, having been given a wild card there, where he was able to make the quarterfinals of the 500 level event down there. Experience on grass, not quite as important perhaps for him, of course, but for Popyrin. He's had some injuries to deal with at times this season, had a stomach muscle problem earlier in the year, but he does possess a game that is extremely powerful. A man whose game is based around the serve and forehand combination. Lost to Andy Murray last week at Queen's in a tight contest with Popyrin, but certainly gave the former number 1 a real test on the grass at Queen's Club. And he's a regular here as well, having played at Hurlingham on many occasions. And this really is ideal preparation for him going into Wimbledon next week. Just those couple of extra matches that he'll be looking for.
And the form of
And Fonseca will certainly give him a stern test. Both players' coaches are here. I had a quick chat with Neville Godwin just an hour or so ago. Neville, of course, who works with Popyrin alongside Xavier Melisse. They share the duties. And Neville said to me that he feels he's been a little bit unlucky the last couple of weeks. Certainly feels as though the game is there and he has the ability to perhaps take it to the next level, just a little bit more consistency if he can find it. And a full house virtually already on what is a picture-perfect summer's afternoon here at the Hurlingham Club. And it'll be Popyrin, the Australian, to get the action underway here.
Alexei Popyrin to serve. Ready, play.
The action underway. And already you can see just how big that serve is.
15 up.
Currently ranked 47 in the world.
Out. 30 love.
It's been as high as 38 as Alexei. That was a year or so ago. And already looking to get in a fair bit And that's something we've seen from him more and more this season. Going to make that transition up the court.
40 love. Game
What a
Popyrin.
start that is. Wonderful balance off his two-hander.
First game.
Gave Novak Djokovic a real test in Melbourne right at the start of the year. Ended up losing in 4 very competitive sets. But he gave Djokovic that afternoon plenty to think about. Of course, was a good junior himself, was Alexei. He was as high as number 2 in the world in juniors. Won the Roland Garros title actually back in 2017, but that transition from the juniors to the seniors was not always perhaps as smooth as it might have been. Undoubtedly was his best on tour. 23 tour level wins Popyrin recorded last year.
João Fonseca to
That's the
serve.
most of any single season.
Fault. Fifteen love.
Yeah, these courts will be a little firmer than it would have been a couple of weeks
30
ago.
love.
Of course, the dry spell that we've had in London will certainly make the bounce a little bit higher. And already you can see just how explosive the Fonseca forehand is.
40 love.
Still is ranked in the juniors, of course, only 17 years of age, so he's number 7 in the world in the juniors, but choosing to play the seniors and the pros that little more often these days. Oh, what a return. Couldn't have hit it any better.
40-15.
Using the pace that came his way.
Game Fonseca.
Just cannot leave the ball short in this era.
1 game on.
Players have just got games that are too big. And that really dictate
Can
the
you grab
forehand.
one towel and put it on the other chair? Thank you.
And Fonseca certainly in that regard.
Love 15.
That's usually the chip return. You'll be able to use that on the grass court. Of course, you're going to be more serve dominated. Important you're able to utilise the block. It's a good skill to learn.
Fifteen all.
really nice approach, using the slice, keeping it deep. And of course, on the grass court, the ball will skid just a little bit more, particularly when you use the slice.
All.
It's unlucky. Set the point up nicely.
40-30.
Got the ball he wanted to attack. Just went for a little bit too much.
Flat for service. Game, Popyrin.
No call, and a fine delivery from Alexei Popyrin.
Popyrin leads by 2 games to 1.
The Australian maintains the early lead here. He actually practiced this morning, did Popyrin, over at the All England Club with Daniel Medvedev. And his coach was telling me, a good session for a couple of hours over there. And Neville Godwin, a former South African player who reached the top 100. He's been working with Alexei now for a couple of years. And a good job with Xavier Malisse. Of course, Alexei actually has a base in Dubai. Spends a fair bit of time in the Middle East. Family have spent a lot of time in Spain as well. He grew up, spent a lot of his youth in Spain. Someone you feel his game is big enough and has enough room for development for him to continue to progress up the rankings.
Take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen, behind the players. Thank you very much.
So Fonseca serving 1-2, opening set.
Love 15.
And this of course will be 2 sets and a match tie-break if required. So if the first couple of sets are split, we'll have a match tie-break. That's unlucky. Just needing to be a little more bite to it. Some shot. Almost a half volley from Fonseca. Able to control it beautifully.
30-15.
There's the use of that chip.
40-50.
Able to keep the ball below the height of the net. Of course, it means you have to be a little more defensive when the ball is below the height of the net. Can't quite be as aggressive as you might be.
Game, Fonseca.
That's impressive. Fonseca forehand already doing a fair bit of damage out here.
2 games up.
Fonseca, who won his very first match at a Masters 1000 in the spring as well in Madrid. Got a wild card into the Mutua Madrid Open in May. So he's been gaining some ground.
Enough.
That's impressive serving.
30 left.
Finding a good number of first serves early on.
Love.
Unlucky. Well, it's definitely the right play. Popyrin, I don't think would have got there.
Popyrin leads by 3 games to 2.
He finds a way to hold again to lead 3-2 in the first. Yeah, lovely initial backhand up the line. You can see where Popyrin is stretched out there, but
you're an original. You play the game your way. That's what sets you apart. You're a wall, an impenetrable force. Nothing gets by you. You don't just move, you float. Oh, and these, they aren't just tennis shoes. They're your dance partner, your trusted companion in every decision you make. For players who leave it all on the court, Tennis Warehouse.
A former Brazilian player who mentioned this young man as someone that could well be one to look out for, and that has definitely proved to be the case.
Take your seats quickly behind the players, please. Thank you.
So Fonseca serving 2-3.
Let for service. Love.
Just looking down at the bounce, it's a little lower than he thought.
15-all.
It's incredible racket head speed off the forehand as Fonseca. I watched him practice earlier on today. Acceleration that he gets off the shot. It really is impressive to see.
$30-15.
It's ranked just outside the top 200, so looking towards the remainder of the summer, he'll be, I'm sure, playing a few challenger events. Second tier of the sport, looking to build his ranking. Just didn't quite do enough with the approach. Put himself under a little bit too much
30
pressure
all.
because of that. Popyrin with just half a chance here. That's massive. Well, Popyrin actually lost his vibration dampener, which is
40-30.
just flew off the strings. And you can see it's gone somewhere. He's not quite sure where it's gone. Just caught it off the return. The vibration dampener just takes a little bit of pressure off the elbow. A lot of players do use it. Andre Agassi famously used to use a rubber band. One of the first players to do that was Andre. Yeah, nice. Didn't work first time around, but certainly did work well there. And look at the follow-up off the ball as well. Look where Fonseca moves too.
3 games all for set.
Just covers the chip so nicely. There's the Brazilian. Has received a fair bit of help from Gustavo Curtin as well as Fonseca. Guga, such an icon for so many
15 love.
in Brazilian sport. Former world number 1. Still around the tour a fair bit as well.
15 all.
Here's Curtin.
$30-15.
Yeah, try to take the return
40,
very early
15.
indeed. Not easy to do that. See where he is. He's right inside the baseline. Body serve, always a good option when you've got someone returning that aggressively.
Let for service. $40-30. Juice.
Just taking on a little bit too much. Ball's a low ball going up the line. Heading into a smaller part of the court there. Needs to be a little more controlled. Oh, it's unlucky.
Advantage Popyrin.
Just a little slip. The slice ended up being not too far away.
Game Popyrin.
And that's about as big as it gets off the first serve from
Nibbles,
Alexei
please.
Popyrin.
Ball change.
He was able to hold on. And we have had
Popyrin
7
leads
holds
by 4 games
to
to
kick the
3
first
for
match of the
set.
week off here.
When tennis is the only thing on your mind, you start looking at the world differently. Trust us, we know how it is. So maybe it's time to head to tenniswarehouse.com and check out those shoes you've had your eye on. With all the top brands, we make it easy to find the gear you're looking for. While you're at it, watch another deep dive video and take advantage of the free shipping we offer. So what are you waiting for? Head to tenniswarehouse.com.
Runner-up, lives in Melbourne, does Mark.
Time.
Really have had so many of the game's greats that have graced the courts here at Hurlingham over the years. 30 years they're celebrating this year. The likes of Borg, McEnroe, the very best players to have ever picked up a racket.
Take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
I've played here at the Hurlingham Club.
$15 love.
It wasn't too far away. And for the behind the back shot.
30 love.
This is the game where the new balls can really make a difference. They will fly through the air a little quicker. Oh, what a half volley that was.
40 love.
Not a bad return, but pickup had the depth. Forced Popyrin backwards.
Game. Fonseca.
And Fonseca, some big deliveries of his own.
4 games all.
And we are all square here at 4 apiece. Program for the rest of the week. There's an exciting one. Holger Rune will be in action, we hope, tomorrow, and potentially on Thursday as well. It's a brilliant return. The ball back so quickly on Popyrin. Able to get the ball at the top of the bounce, take the return early.
Let for service.
Good pressure from Fonseca here, and for the first time
love 30.
Got a bit of an opening on the Australian serve. He's largely been opting to
15,
block
30.
the first serve return back, but for the big swing off that one, timing a little off.
$30.
In there you can see if you just catch it a bit late, the ball has so much pace to it. The ball can just fly on you.
$40-30.
superb point that was. Fonseca unloading on the forehand on a couple of occasions.
Deuce.
It's extraordinary pace. When you give him time on the ball, look how he sets with the feet, low base. Incredible strike.
Advantage, Popyrin.
That was a good serve into the body. Made it tougher for Fonseca to get a potent return in. Yeah, didn't he do well? Popyrin with a couple of big first serves just when he needed them.
Popyrin leads by 5 games to 4 first set.
And the Australian continued to come forward in good fashion.
You're a parent. You play tennis when you can. Sure, your routine looks a bit different now. Maybe you do more sandwich making than shot making. Spend more time looking for your gear than actually playing with it. But for you, tennis isn't just a game. It's getting out of the house. It's the gym, your weekly cardio. But above all, it's something you love that you can pass on. For players who share the passion, Tennis Warehouse.
Possibility, of course, that he also plays in the junior Wimbledon event. I'm not sure if he's made that decision or not. Hasn't really played that many juniors this year. His last junior event that he played was that title at the US Open last summer.
$15
That's a beautiful strike. See how much spin he applied to the ball off a low one. Be a little careful with that ball, but got the ball up and down quickly. It was real quality.
$30-15.
The ball set up nicely for Popyrin. He's a big guy. His sort of height on the ball's not really going to trouble him in that fashion. He's able to wrestle it down into the court nicely. Much better direction on that serve from Fonseca. couldn't get out of the way of it.
Fonseca.
Opting to run around the backhand, but just couldn't quite give himself enough space
5
to
games old,
deliver the
first
shot.
set.
It was a good return, but
15 love.
struck with so much pace that it was back on Popyrin quickly. That's a superb approach. And again, the pressure, presence of moving forwards just forced a mistake.
15 all.
One of the best rallies of the set so far.
Thirty, 15. Let for service.
Seemed to misjudge that
15.
timing of the bounce a little bit on that occasion. And perhaps not quite coming through to him as he expected.
Game, Popyrin.
So Popyrin holds, and we are a game away.
Popyrin leads by 6
from
games to 5.
the first set tiebreak here at Hurlingham in our opening match of the week.
What makes Tennis Warehouse the ultimate online tennis store? We offer the best brands and widest selection of tennis gear. Our in-house experts make it easy to find the right racket and shoes. Plus, we make ordering simple. Shop today at Tennis Warehouse.
You've been very lucky. Yeah, but like, I mean, we've had like
Time.
So this 17-year-old from Brazil, who is certainly going to be one to watch in coming years. When you look at the world rankings of some of the younger players, the male side of things, he's right up there. Yeah, he is Fonseca, the highest ranked player
15 love.
yet to turn 18 in the world, by a significant margin as well. Oh, done all the hard work. look at the players that are still teenagers.
15-all.
He's the 5th highest ranked teenager in the world as Fonseca. Alex Mickelson, Jakub Mensik, Jerry Shang and Dino Prismec, the only other 4 above him.
$30-15.
That's quality. Popyrin opting to step a little further back off the return. That opened up the drop shot for Fonseca to try and exploit.
Game, Fonseca.
So holds all around here. And we are
6 games all, first set,
tiebreak.
One zero. Popyrin. One all.
A couple of really big deliveries to open up the tiebreak. Fonseca, who actually started his grass court season at the Surbiton Challenger a few weeks ago. Well, he was a little lucky, and he knows it. The volley was not a clean one.
2-1. Fonseca.
Actually able to get Popyrin moving up the court, which was effective in itself.
Let for service.
Watched the overhead nicely because there was a lot of height to it. It ended up being a clean smash.
2-0.
And the tiebreak following the pattern of the set as a whole. Pretty much a serve-dominated opening set.
Three, 2. Popyrin.
Sort of a missed opportunity, you sense, for Fonseca. That's huge.
4-2.
Really did let go with the forehand there, did Popyrin. And he gets the first mini break of this first set tiebreak. That is some reply from Fonseca.
4-3.
A little more angle to the shot.
Popyrin.
I'm going to get a good amount of spin on the ball, so get the ball up and down quickly. Yes, Popyrin understandably leaning a little more to his left, expecting the return to come cross court, but he was just caught out by the quality of that shot.
Five, 4. Popyrin.
Oh, that's quality. Beautiful touch.
5-all.
And again, because of how big the forehand is that he possesses, he is able to get players on their heels and exploit the drop shot off it. Just drifting a fraction along.
5.
Fonseca it is, who was down 4-2 in the breaker, but has now got the first set point.
Six all.
He has got a good number of free points as Popyrin in this first set. I'm delighted to say that Mansour Barami has joined us. You've come at a good time, Mansour, because you're 6 to win the tiebreak.
6-all, 6-all. That's very exciting. Alex Popyrin getting ready to serve.
How are you? Good
I'm
to see
well,
you.
thank you. Yeah, very nice. Nice to see you too.
7,
How many
6.
years have you been?
Fonseca.
Remind us, have been coming to Hurlingham now?
This is year number 30.
Fantastic.
30 years of the tournament and 30 years that I've been involved in this tournament.
Fantastic.
And it's really great to come back and see the beautiful grass.
Hot.
So nice.
There's not many settings like this one, are there? It's absolutely beautiful here.
Well, this is, I think, is one of the best clubs in Europe, I would say. And
7 all.
to have this tournament in this environment, you know, it's not very often that we play in the clubs like this. Usually you play in the, you know, indoors, you know, or in the arenas, or like Roland Garros, Wimbledon, which are very, you know, different than the club.
And the quality of the grass, and so I mean, it's incredible. How good the grass courts are here.
It's my highlight of my my year. Every year, just after French Open, I'm just I can't wait until I come and hit some balls on the grass. It's just so much easier on my knees, and so beautiful, and everything is just so nice.
So you're keeping fit yourself?
You'll see later on.
You're always fit.
And no, I'm feeling very good.
9-8.
Enjoying,
Popyrin.
you know, the tennis. And
have you been busy this year? Been travelling around, or are you? Where's home for you?
Home is Paris.
Beautiful.
Home is Paris, and I have been playing. I play like between 15 to 18 exhibitions a year. Sometimes I'm asked to play more, but I don't want to overdo it. And I'm very happy to play like around 15 exhibitions, and that's like every 6-7. Every 3-4 weeks, you know, an exhibition, and that's very good for a 68-year-old man.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Lovely to be here.
Yeah. After this I go home and then for 3-4 days and then come back to Wimbledon. And then I have more exhibitions coming.
And an Olympics in your home city.
Yeah, but I won't be at home then.
No.
It's
10,
because the Olympics I got nothing to do. During the Olympic Games, and the organization is the Olympic organization, which has got nothing to do with the French Federation.
Sure.
I have not, unless if somebody asks me to do something.
Sure.
Otherwise, no.
Sure.
But it's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be.
Paris is ready?
I hope, yes. Yes. Paris is ready, very busy, and the sites that they are using to do different sport is just it's amazing. Yeah. For example, they're doing like the horse riding, whatever it is. The horse is in Chateau de Versailles. Boxing in Roland Garros.
Yes, on Suzanne Longman, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Out. 11-10.
It's amazing when you watch Fonseca, just 17 years of age. That's just 17 years of age. And
I didn't know him. He looks great on court. 17 years of age, and I don't know what is his rank.
200.
200.
Yeah. Just outside 200.
So is he playing in the main tournament?
He lost in qualifying yesterday at Wimbledon. Lost in the first round of qualifying, 7-6 in the third. So lost a close one.
Is he going to play the juniors?
I'm not sure.
No.
I'm not sure.
Well, if it's top 200.
Oh!
Now he's got good tennis.
What's changed with the young guys? When you watch the young guys play today,
11-all.
What was the game? What stands out in the young guys?
I like this guy's tennis. It looks pretty like a classic tennis player, which I love, you know, and looks good. But today mainly they are, hard hitters. You know, this guy, I hope he's going to be stronger than this. Well, he's 17, he can still go up. He needs to maybe get a little bit taller, a little bit stronger. And
12.
No,
Fonseca.
what I see, look at this guy like Popyrin, the guy is like, I don't know.
They're all tall these days,
Yeah,
right? 6'4",
yeah,
6'5".
absolutely,
It's normal
6'5",
now, huh? It's
yeah,
normal.
Absolutely.
It wasn't
you
always
know.
the case, was it?
No, it wasn't.
always
It
the
wasn't.
case.
We had some big guys, tall guys, strong guys, but not always, not all of them.
Yeah.
Now, mainly, always look at the top 10 guys. They're all over 6 foot,
Yeah.
6'2", 6'3", 6'5".
Game. First set, Fonseca.
Physically, I would
7
maybe say
games,
stronger
2-6.
because as soon as they're like 10, 11, 12 years old, they have potentially they're so talented, and
yes,
right away they are they have a team and they take care of their fitness, their health, they're practicing, they're on court, off court, everything is just it's so much professional, I would say.
You're an original. You play the game your way. That's what sets you apart. You're a wall, an impenetrable force. Nothing gets by you. You don't just move, you float. Oh, and these? They aren't just tennis shoes. They're your dance partner, your trusted companion in every decision you make. For players who leave it all on the court, Tennis Warehouse.
Example very well, Juan Carlos Ferrero told me 6-7 years ago, he said, Mansour, I have a 12, 13-year-old kid, he'll be number one and you'll see how it. And that was 6-7 years ago.
Amazing.
He said, Mansour, I have a kid, he's unbelievable, you have to see, But like
Time.
4 years later, I see the kid is 17 and it's Alcaraz, number one. Well, now he's number two, but he's going to be number one again. But
do you think Sinner and Alcaraz are going to have a good rivalry? Do you think that's going to be good for men's tennis? Those two maybe at the top of the game.
Yes, I think those two are maybe. I love the game of Sinner. Alcaraz the same way, and
Take your seats quickly, please, ladies and gentlemen. The players are ready.
Sometimes I feel like he's giving some points away just like that. He's unconcentrated.
Second set.
And then all of a sudden, as soon as he
Fonseca
sees
to
that
serve.
his back is on to the wall, and he has no choice than playing well, and he starts playing unbelievable, amazing tennis.
Yes.
And that's how Alcaraz is, and Sinner, I think is
15 up.
I think he's got the best forehand one of the best forehands I've ever seen, and he's so quick.
Yes.
And it's amazing how thin he is, and then to play the ball like he
30
does,
left.
it's fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think these guys are going to have
Because tennis is built on rivalries, would you agree? We had Nadal, obviously we had on the men,
40 left.
Martina and Kusic, didn't we?
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
and-
McEnroe, Borg,
Yes.
Connors, before that, Lever, Roswell, and all those guys. And and it is true that when you have a rivalry like this,
First game,
it
second
makes
set.
it more interesting for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you have
absolutely.
someone who wins everything and there is no rivalry, then it's becoming more boring. But I think there is, there is 4 or 5 players who are, can probably do, and I hope for the tennis that where we had Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Andy Murray, and
we were very lucky,
so,
right? For 20 years, tennis was very lucky.
Absolutely. We have seen something that the 3-4 players like that, I don't think we'll see in
15
in
left.
100 years maybe.
Yes. And Novak is at Wimbledon practicing with you, so.
Which is a very good sign. That means if he's here and he's practicing, that means he's going to play. I think if he was not feeling well. He was had a little bit doubt after 1-2 days practice. You could say, okay, no, let it, forget it.
Yes,
He
yes.
wouldn't-
Oh, that's a nice shot.
That's a nice shot, absolutely. But that's not the best Popyrin I see.
15 all.
No. How have grass courts changed over the years? Is it a? I speak to players and they say it's slow. Grass court tennis is a bit slower maybe than it was.
Absolutely, it was much quicker and faster 25 years ago. When
30,
if you look
15.
at some Sampras' match,
Yes.
there was serve. It was an ace or a winner return or a return in the net.
Yes.
Most of the time was ace and return in the net.
Yes.
There was no rallies, but the matches we see is big rallies today.
Yes.
It wasn't the case.
No.
I think that year, if you remember, I think it was 2001 or 2002,
Yes.
when Tim Henman was in the semi-final
Yes.
against
Hewitt?
against that's the year Ivanisevic won the
Okay.
tournament.
Yes. Yes.
40 filter.
That was the first year I think I
Changed.
remember that it was slower, which was not as good for Henman, who was on the top of the net all the time.
Yes.
And that match, if it didn't rain, Henman would have been in the final because Henman had 2 sets to 1 up and I think a break and then rain, and Ivanisevic was completely done. And
Yes.
he was just saying, I'm
Game,
happy.
Popyrin.
I started from a wild card.
One game all, second set.
You know, but the day after they played, day after he came back and he beat Henman. That was the year that I thought that Henman would be in the final.
Yes.
But then Ivanisevic came back and then won the tournament.
On the People's Monday. The
Yeah,
famous People's
absolutely.
Monday.
Yes.
Will never to be
Maybe
repeated.
after. Yeah.
So remind us, you're playing next. Who are you playing with? With Thomas? Is it Thomas
I
you're
think
playing
I
with
played
today?
with Thomas against Baghdadis.
Yes. And Philippoussis, I think. is it?
15
Yes. Or Almagro Philippoussis.
Yes. Yeah, we got some good legends here this week.
Yeah.
And how many days will you be playing here? What is your schedule?
I'm
Do you know?
playing tonight.
Yes.
I'm playing tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Wednesday off. I'm playing Thursday and Friday.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming
30
to speak
left.
to us.
It is a
We
pleasure.
look forward to seeing you, Mansour. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you
And
very
the
much.
weather has behaved for you.
Yes.
Because we had a lot of rain here in London.
Absolutely. It's
But-
been actually rain all over
Yes.
Europe, I
Yes.
think.
So Roland Garros was
in
very
France,
wet.
in France
Yes,
was
yes.
really the first year that we didn't have any dinner outside on the terrace. You know,
Yes,
all the time
yes.
inside. It was so cold.
40 left.
Now, since day before yesterday, it's getting
Beautiful.
more warm and sun is coming, and which is great.
Good. Well, listen, we'll let you go.
Game for sec.
Thank you for coming by.
My pleasure.
We'll see you later.
New
on.
balls, please. Ball change. Fonseca leads by 2 games to 1. Second
Mansour
set.
Barami
and
joining
to
us. And very much look forward to seeing Mansour in action later on today. In the Legends doubles that'll follow immediately after this one.
When tennis is the only thing on your mind, you start looking at the world differently. Trust us, we know how it is. So maybe it's time to head to tenniswarehouse.com and check out those shoes you've had your eye on. With all the top brands, we make it easy to find the gear you're looking for. While you're at it, watch another deep dive video and take advantage of the free shipping we offer. So what are you waiting for? Head to tenniswarehouse.com.
Time.
So the first match of the week here in Hurlingham, and João Fonseca, 17-year-old from Brazil, going along well, leading by a set and 2-1.
Out. 15-0.
Popyrin's just got to be careful here. And Popyrin now in a bit of trouble to negotiate his way through. Another double fault, and he's put him in real trouble here. 2 break points for the Brazilian. Finds a brilliant first serve.
30-40.
Needs another one of those though right here. Did well, yeah, Fonseca. Popyrin just looking for the little chip low. And Fonseca got there and was able to put some pace on the pass.
3 games to 1 second set.
Good job here. It's got Popyrin moving backwards. And that's the first break of the match. Super return. And Popyrin recognising how good it was and following it up well. It's a really good body serve.
15.
It's tough to get out of the way of it on the grass court.
Left for service.
Oh, he's made it. Popyrin doing a really good job of getting the ball down low to the incoming Brazilian.
15-30.
Having just been broken himself, there's half a chance here to get the immediate break back.
31.
Some
Game
good serving.
Fonseca.
Gets him out of trouble at 15-30. Wasn't looking good, but
Fonseca leads by 4 games
Fonseca
to 1.
able to stretch
Second
his
set
lead
and
here
1 set to love.
as he looks to get the victory.
You're a parent. You play tennis when you can. Sure, your routine looks a bit different now. Maybe you do more sandwich making than shot making. Spend more time looking for your gear than actually playing with it. But for you, tennis isn't just a game. It's getting out of the house. It's the gym, your weekly cardio. But above all, it's something you love that you can pass on. For players who share the passion, Tennis Warehouse.
Time.
Beautiful evening by the River Thames for what's been a good contest so far. The quality's been high. And João Fonseca, this 17-year-old who's certainly got a big future, you feel, in the sport, with a set and a break lead.
Love.
It's a brilliant delivery. Again, the accuracy so spot on. Fonseca's coach just having a quick chat with him to make sure the shoelaces are tied up after that slip on the previous point. Yeah, well done. As he saw Fonseca's racket open up, and he was in. And the volley was a good one.
40-15. Hot.
It's a great finish.
Popyrin.
Really good footwork to make the space for the ball.
Fonseca leads by 4 games to 2, second set.
Putting the pace behind it once again.
Enough.
Yeah, a little bit fortunate there, Fonseca. Beforehand was not a clean one, but managed to get the depth off it that he was looking for.
30 love.
What a delivery again. His first serve has been outstanding in this match. And again, that's unplayable.
40 love.
Going to try and serve and move in behind it. Sign of Much more comfortable he's feeling out here right now.
Let for service. Game.
And again, the serve and volley. Popyrin, I think, may have just broken a string.
Fonseca leads by 5 games to 2, second set and 1 set to love.
He's going to leave him just a game away from victory, the Brazilian.
What makes Tennis Warehouse the ultimate online tennis store? We offer the best brands and widest selection of tennis gear. Our in-house experts make it easy to find the right racket and shoes. Plus, we make ordering simple. Shop today at Tennis Warehouse.
We will have a doubles to follow this contest. But Fonseca's been impressive. And you consider as well that he suffered that defeat yesterday over at Roehampton, of course, in the qualifying for Wimbledon. It always takes place on the courts over there. But he's been able to put a lot of pressure on the Popyrin game. Popyrin serving here at 2-5.
Love 15. Let for service. Ball, please.
That's unlucky. Defensive lob had a lot of height to it. Just didn't quite get it to drop in time. And you can see how Popyrin looks to use the forehand early in the rally and the damage it can do when he does get able to dictate play off it.
30-15. (40-15).
So Popyrin with a couple of chances to force Fonseca to serve this out. And a really effective body serve from the Australian.
Fonseca leads by
Still
5
only had
games
the one
to
break
3, second
in the hour and a half these two have been out here now. And as a consequence of that, it's Fonseca with some new balls to try and close this match out. That's really good. And again, the shorter volley on a grass court so often works well.
15 now.
Doesn't really get up, stays low.
Thirty left. Out.
Fonseca served so effectively in this set.
40 left.
And has got 3 match points.
Out.
It's victory
Game, set, a match,
for
Fonseca.
17-year-old João Fonseca in the opening match of the week
6-3
at Hurlingham. He's impressive, and he is going to be one to watch for the future, undoubtedly. Plenty of room for growth. And look out for him for the remainder of this season. He gets a win over an established top 50 player, and he does so in straight sets. And we'll be hearing from both players in a moment. In fact, we can hand over, I think, to Jenny Drummond.
Okay, folks, now that I have my microphone in hand, which helps, I'm going to have a little chat with both of the players. So Alexei, let's start with you. That was a tough one out there, but equally, welcome back to Hurlingham Club. We love having you here. How is it being out on the grass here once again?
Yeah, it's amazing. For me, like I said, every year it's one of my favourite courts to come and play on. So I really enjoy coming here and playing in front of a great crowd like you guys. And yeah, I played a really good youngster who made me feel like an old player now. It's the first time I probably felt like this in my career now. So.
I was going to say, you're only 24 years old, but Joao is just 17, born in 2006. I know, we're not going to boo you, don't worry, but he is very young and very talented indeed.
Yeah, definitely. He's only a year older than my younger sister, who I look at like a baby. So, so that's pretty impressive. He's got a huge game, great serve. I think you missed like 10 first serves today, so that's amazing. You keep going like this, man, you'll do big things in this sport. So keep it up.
So Alexei, back on the grass. Hasn't been great for you on the grass, but still a lot more positivity to go. We've got Wimbledon ahead of us, so what are you looking forward to doing there?
Yeah, look, I've only won one match at Wimbledon in my career, so for me, grass hasn't always been my favourite surface, but this year, honestly, I feel the most comfortable I've felt on grass my whole career. I think it takes a while to get used to it, especially for someone as tall as me to move on this court. It's quite difficult to move on a grass court, so the movement is really important, and I think this year I picked it up quite early, and yeah, hopefully I'll do some good things at Wimbledon.
Well, you've got some English fans behind you at Wimbledon, everyone, is that right? Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much. Great to have you back. Alexei Popyrin. And Joao, welcome to Hurlingham, to the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic. Is this the first ever exhibition you've played in your career?
Yes, and well, I want to thank you very much for the invite. It's been a pleasure playing here in front of all of you guys, and well, hope to come here next year.
Absolutely, well, I'm sure you'd be welcome back. But look, Joao, we are going on about your age because it is so young for you to achieve what you have done. You've raced up the rankings by at least 500 places. And you've just decided that you're going to go pro and not go to college as well. So what has your year been like?
Well, I say that normally things in my life just go very fast. I was just a normal person playing juniors, just enjoying tennis, and now it's a professional thing. It's my work. I have decided this to go to pro, but I'm loving it, playing pro and traveling all from these tournaments. And well, it's a pleasure to play in this kind of places, in this kind of stadiums.
Who do you look up to in the world of tennis? Whose game have you based yours on?
Well, my idol always gonna be Roger, but
Roger fans? Yeah, just a couple.
Just a couple. But nowadays I look very much to Sinner and Alcaraz. They are ones that they're very young and play a huge tennis. So yeah.
Look, you're from Brazil. Now, traditionally, South Americans love the clay. They don't love the grass so much. Now, you've played Junior Wimbledon, got to the quarters of the singles last year. How do you adapt to the grass? Do you like it, or are you just going to lie to me and tell me that you like it?
Well, normally, people from Brazil say that I'm playing 4 weeks here in grass, and people from Brazil say, you're crazy, it's not your favorite surf, what are you doing? I just say, well, I'm looking for my future, I'm developing my game, and well, I want to play Wimbledon, so yeah, I'm very happy to play in this kind of tournaments to develop my process as a player.
Well, Joao, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here. We do hope you come back. Congratulations on the victory. So, folks, put your hands together for Joao Fonseca. Thanks very much, guys. Well, what a beautiful evening it is today. Day one of the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic. We have one more match to go that's coming up in just a couple of minutes. It is a legends match. We have Mansur Barami and Thomas Enqvist taking on Mark Philippoussis and Marcos Bagdatis. So that will be taking place on this court in just a few minutes' time.
You're an original. You play the game your way. That's what sets you apart. You're a wall, an impenetrable force. Nothing gets by you. You don't just move, you float. Oh, and these, they aren't just tennis shoes. They're your dance partner, your trusted companion in every decision you make. For players who leave it all on the court, Tennis Warehouse.
I'm Roger.
Khachanov kontra Bagdadis Philopoulos. 2 razy Khachanov. No ja resetuję skorera i muszę pokazuje 2 razy Khachanov. Ale to...
When tennis is the only thing on your mind, you start looking at the world differently. Trust us, we know how it is. So maybe it's time to head to tenniswarehouse.com and check out those shoes you've had your eye on. With all the top brands, we make it easy to find the gear you're looking for. While you're at it, watch another deep dive video and take advantage of the free shipping we offer. So what are you waiting for? Head to tenniswarehouse.com.
Ja to nic też nie zrobię, bo jeszcze to jeden mecz do wybrania i to jest ten do 0,15, no ale jest bakanie, resetuję i nic nie dzieje. Więc... No okej, no dobra.
Okay, folks, now time for our second and final match of the day. And we have 4 legends in our midst, so I think it's about time we welcome them onto the court. Let's start with, are we going Team A or Team B, guys? Who's Team A, who's Team B? Team A? Okay.
Sorry, mate.
Right, Team A, everyone. It's none other than Mansur Barami and Thomas Ekfis. And their opponents this evening, Mark Philippoussis and Marcos Magnatis. Ready to do this fight, Boston Taste of Tennis, London's headline chef, Sally Abbey. She is one of London's leading chefs, having worked in some of the capital's most illustrious restaurants, including the Ledbury, the Harvard Arms, and the Square. So please welcome chef and owner of the Penn Restaurant, Sally Abbey. I don't know if she's offering any complimentary dinners, but I'm sure you could ask her. was born in Melbourne, Australia. He brought pride to his nation by clinching 2 Davis Cup titles in 1999 and 2003. His powerful serve and volley style led him to the finals of 2 Grand Slams, the US Open in 1998 and Wimbledon in 2003, as well as his semi-final run at the 1996 Wimbledon and US Open. The Australian reached a career high of world number 8 and won 11 singles titles. After retirement, he launched his own fashion label and continued his love for tennis on the Legends circuit as well as coaching. So please welcome back to Hurlingham, Mark Philippoussis. His partner from sunny Cyprus, Marcos Bagdatis, is a beloved figure in tennis. He won the heart with his spirited play and affable nature, best remembered for his magical run to the Australian Open final in 2006, as well as a stellar run to the semi-finals at Wimbledon that same year. He clinched 4 ATP Tour singles titles and reached a career high ranking of world number 8 as well. The Cypriot's fighting spirits and unique connection with fans brought an unmatched energy to the game. We're so happy to welcome back once again to the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic, Marcos Bagdatis. And over on the other side of the archive chair on the juice court, we have Thomas Engqvist, who is ranked as high as world number 4 in 1999. The Swede that same year came another career highlight by reaching the final of the Australian Open, and 2 years later enjoyed success at Wimbledon with a quarter-final run. The big hitting baseliner amassed 19 ATP Tour titles throughout his career. Since his retirement in 2005, Thomas has been involved in media as a commentator, coaching with the Swedish Davis Cup captain and vice-captain of the Labour Cup to fellow Swede Björn Borg. Back once again here at Hurlingham, please welcome Thomas Engqvist. And his partner, Mansour Barami from Iran, is celebrated for his unique style and showmanship on the court. He taught himself to play tennis with a rusty frying pan until the age of 13, when he got his first racket. In 1989, he reached the men's doubles final at Roland Garros as his exceptional agility, trick shots as we know well, and shot-making ability has captivated audiences worldwide. After retirement, he transitioned into beloved tennis entertainer, where his charismatic personality and ability to bring joy to the game made him a fan favourite. He's played this tournament every year since its origin, and that is over 30 years. It is without doubt a pleasure to have him back this year, Mansour Barami.
Yeah, so we are all set for the Legends doubles and a very warm reception for Mansour Barami, who may be now in his late 60s but is certainly still very much a crowd favourite and one of the greats in terms of bringing entertainment to this sport. But certainly got some big hitters on the court, because Marcos Bagdatis obviously and Mark Philippoussis, Mark who flew in a couple of days ago from Melbourne, now lives down there. And Marcos Bagdatis, who of course famously hails from Cyprus and still lives, has a home back in that part of the world. We had some players on this court that have achieved so much. Thomas Engqvist, of course, not to be forgotten, the man who won 19 career titles. Did Thomas? Had a wonderful career. The Swede, part of a fantastic generation of Swedish players, was Thomas. Of course, he was in the era of the likes of, just following really the likes of Wilander and Thomas Johansson, Jonas Björkman. Wonderful generation of Swedish players they were. But he really is a man of, still can hit the ball so sweetly indeed, and this is going to be a fun one. Always is when Mansour's on the court. And I think Barami is good to go here. Maybe a slight issue with the computer. Picture perfect evening at Hurlingham. Really is stunning. Warm still. And the crowd very much looking forward, I'm sure, to what's to come here. And I'm sure Mansour will have a trick or two, already taking some photos, getting ready. The format here this week, we'll see from here on in every single day a couple of singles matches followed by a Legends doubles. I think we've just got a slight issue with the umpire's computer screen that needs to be addressed. That's why there's just a slight delay here. Getting that fixed. Just a little bit more. And of course Mansour Barami, who actually, when you look at his career high in singles, was just inside the top 200, but he certainly has forged a career post professional that has been significantly more profile for him. Still plays so many of the invitational events at the majors and across the world. And if you weren't with us earlier on, of course, he stopped by for a quick chat, telling us he does about 18 weeks a year of exhibition doubles still these days. Born and bred in Iran, finding a way to get himself across to France. Still very much keeping himself fit and healthy in order to be able to come and play these sorts of days. And incredibly, the man who played the very first Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic here at Hurlingham 30 years ago. What an established event this has become. Beautiful spot for a Wimbledon warm-up. Ideal really for so many players. Come here, get some matches on the grass before head to the All England Club, which of course Wimbledon beginning on Monday. Philippoussis looks like he'll be getting things underway. Former Wimbledon runner-up, was lost to Roger Federer in the final of Wimbledon. What was then Federer's very first Wimbledon title. He was actually unseeded that year in 2003 when he made the final. Losing to Federer in straight sets in the final in 2003.
Can go next. The rest of everything.
So I think things are fixed, which is good news, and we are ready for play.
First set. Mark Philippoussis to serve.
That'll be Philippoussis
ready
to begin.
Play. Low 15.
Barami showing us what he can do already.
15-all.
Marcus Baghdatis, who reached a career high inside the world's top 10, did Marcus? Yeah, up to number 8, in fact.
15-30.
2006, Baghdatis was at his peak.
Oh. 30-all. $40-30.
Oh! What a shame.
'Well,
game.
Barami attacking,
Baghdatis Philipposis.
Just not quite able to
The
put
first
the ball
game.
away in the end, but some impressive hitting already from the oldest man on the court.
Love.
There's the no-look volley. Well, that won't be the only trick of the evening we see from Barami. That's a bit of revenge.
40 love.
Maybe a bit of karma as well. Shot that is. A perfect tweener. And Mark Philippoussis delivers something special.
15. Let first serve. $40-30.
Well, Mark Philippoussis showing us his skill.
1 game all.
And Enquist able to secure a hold.
Marcos Baghdatis to serve.
Oh, Bagdatis with a wonderful lob. And Barami just not quite able to track it down.
Love.
Oh, beautiful lob. And the tweener from Bagdatis wasn't far away.
15 all. $15.30.
Armani just about picking it up. But, in the end, the finish was a simple one.
30 all. $40.30.
What a good serve that is on the Cypriot.
Let for serve. Game. Baghdadis
So
Philippos.
holds on,
Baghdadis
and
Philippos lead 2-1.
we've had 3 holds to kick off this Legends doubles. Yeah, Marcus Bagdatis, whose best run at Wimbledon was a semi-final, was back in 2006. In fact, that was around the time that he reached his career high inside the world's top 10.
You're a parent. You play tennis when you can. Sure, your routine looks a bit different now. Maybe you do more sandwich making than shot making. Spend more time looking for your gear than actually playing with it. But for you, tennis isn't just a game. It's getting out of the house. It's the gym, your weekly cardio. But above all, it's something you love that you can pass on. For players who share the passion, Tennis Warehouse.
His early teens. Of course, married now to the former player Carolina Spreng.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats
They have
quickly.
3 little,
Time.
2 young daughters and a son at home.
Mansour Bahrami to serve.
So Barami to serve here. Oh, what a beautiful lob.
Love
Shifted
at
so
15.
well there.
With 15 all.
Just wrote a very good book a couple of years ago, did Mansour Barami, an autobiography called The Court Jester, which if you haven't read, it's well worth a read. And he does tell the story so impressively of his life.
$30.15. $40.15. Game.
So Enquist with a little bit more pace on his volley. It's 2 apiece.
2 games all. $15 left.
Oh, that's going to go long, but a wonderful rally. And again, all 4 men playing their part.
15 all. $30-15.
Always had one of the biggest serves in the game. Philippoussis when he was in his prime. Oh, the spin around smash wasn't far away from Baghdatis.
30 all.
Inch or so more, it would have been difficult. And again, Philippoussis' serve doing a lot of damage.
40-30.
Certainly wouldn't be out of place in the men's game, at the top of the men's game you feel these days. Oh, it's in.
Game.
Wonderful lob.
Baghdatis and Philippoussis. Baghdatis Philippoussis lead 3 games to
Baghdatis
2.
continue to edge this one. Day 1 of 5, of course, of the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic here. We'll go all the way through till Saturday evening. We will welcome some of the biggest names in the sport as well over the next few days. Holger Rune, the former winner of the Paris Masters, one of the best players out there currently in men's tennis, will be here gracing the courts tomorrow, as he was last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats quickly. Time.
No! Eventually, Rami having the last laugh in another brilliant rally.
15 love. First love. Love.
Yeah, that was hanging in the air. Baghdad was there pretty comfortably.
40-15.
Of course, Marcus was coaching for a while, helping out Yu Wibing, but
game.
A Chinese player who's been injured for much of this year.
Baram Enquist. 3 games all.
Philippousis, of course, who was helping out Stefanos Tsitsipas at times last year, was on the road with Steph. But no longer part of Team Tsitsipas. Oof, what a hit that is. Enquist always had one of the flattest hits in the tour.
Law 15.
Such a clean strike.
With 15 all. $30-15.
To be, but Barami putting all sorts of different spins on the ball. Well watched by Philippousis.
15.
Barami just not able to get out of the way of it, but a super rally once again. And these two pairs continue to entertain.
They need 4 games to 3.
You're an original. You play the game your way. That's what sets you apart. You're a wall, an impenetrable force. Nothing gets by you. You don't just move, you float. Oh, and these? They aren't just tennis shoes. They're your dance partner. Your trusted companion in every decision you make. For players who leave it all on the court. Tennis Warehouse.
In this part of the world, too many clubs that can match the Hurlingham for the facilities that they offer.
Love 15. The 15 all.
Bit of miscommunication. And a little bit more pace on the volley from Barami.
30-15.
Almost took Philippoussis out.
$40-15.
A bit of a Boris Becker impersonation there, I think. Oh, unlucky. Just a little long. And Barami. With another trick to keep them entertained here.
4 games all. Love 15.
Just to get
Well, that's a little different.
The 15 all.
Philippoussis is having a bit of fun. Of course, Mark actually lived in San Diego for a good while once his career was over, but back to Melbourne 4 or 5 years ago now with his young family.
$15-30.
He actually just set up his own clothing brand as well as Mark Philippoussis, being instrumental in
Let's
trying to build some sportswear. It's called As We Create, if you want to check it out. He's wearing it today, as you would expect.
30 all. $40-30.
That is a smooth delivery. Never looked like he was hitting it too hard, even in his prime, but he was able to generate some remarkable pace.
Game.
And he's done so again with back-to-back aces.
Baghdadis Philippoussis.
Nicely done.
Baghdadis Philippoussis lead 5-4.
Baghdadis and Philippoussis. We've got a 5-4 lead here.
What makes Tennis Warehouse the ultimate online tennis store? We offer the best brands and widest selection of tennis gear. Our in-house experts make it easy to find the right racket and shoes. Plus, we make ordering simple. Shop today at Tennis Warehouse.
So a man who so many of them have come to see this evening, Mansour Bahrami. 68 years young, Mansour. Of course, he'll be heading over to Wimbledon. So often played at the Royal Albert Hall, of course, an event that was cemented for many years at a wonderful venue in December, each and every Christmas. And he couldn't get it by him in the end. Bahrami all over the net.
Love. A 15-old.
A cool customer, Thomas Enquist. Always was. Of course, also went into coaching with Thomas. Actually had a spell with Stefanos Tsitsipas as well. Trying to help out the Greek, get the most out of his game. Oh, wow, Philippoussis up in the ante. Oh, that particular shot. Oh, it's all happening here. Mansour's on the run. I'm not entirely sure who won that point. I'm not sure it really matters.
40-30. Question was good.
Oh, an overall from the chair.
Play the point.
And this point will be replayed. Oh, so close.
Juice.
He was there easily.
Game.
Really reading the return nicely. And I think that was a deciding point, so I think the game... A few protestations from Philippoussis. All in good fun. I don't think Mark had quite realised it was a no-ad score.
Five games on.
So 5 apiece.
A 15 love.
gone skywards, and it's just going to make its way over. Oh, not to be from Enqvist.
30 love. Love.
Well, the spin was excessive from Barami.
40-15.
There you go. Another bit of trickery from the great man. And that'll be the game. So this first set coming to a conclusion.
Baghdadis Filipos's lead 6 games to 5.
They're a game away now from taking it. Of course, there will be some occasions where we play a pro set in the doubles. In fact, more often than not, the exhibition will be a pro set here this week. A little bit depending on time.
When tennis is the only thing on your mind, you start looking at the world differently. Trust us, we know how it is. So maybe it's time to head to tenniswarehouse.com and check out those shoes you've had your eye on. With all the top brands, we make it easy to find the gear you're looking for. While you're at it, watch another deep dive video and take advantage of the free shipping we offer. So what are you waiting for? Head to tenniswarehouse.com.
Barami to serve in this entertaining doubles.
15 left.
Wasn't quite ready for that one.
They're trying to expand.
Oh, very nearly pulled it off.
30 love. $30-15. Well, it was.
Yeah, did well. Enqvist again making him play a few extra balls.
40-15.
He's strong at the net, Thomas, always was. Himself up to 4 in the world, did Enqvist. Oh, no one home.
Game.
Barami
Enqvist. 6 games old.
Oh yes,
Love 15.
right down the middle.
Love 30.
Oh, he's
Love
just missed
40.
it. And now some trouble for Philippoussis on serve.
$15.40. $30.40. Juice. Exciting point to Brazil's choice. Game.
So Philippoussis able to come through. Love 40.
And that is Philippoussis lead. 7 games to
We've still
6.
yet to have a break in this doubles.
What makes Tennis Warehouse the ultimate online tennis store? We offer the best brands and widest selection of tennis gear. Our in-house experts make it easy to find the right racket and shoes. Plus, we make ordering simple. Shop today at Tennis Warehouse.
Been thoroughly spoiled. Plenty to see and do as well. And lots of refreshments that are available around the grounds.
15 love.
Actually erected a big screen as well here. So if you want to watch the tennis, you can. Oh yes.
30 love.
Again, looking for that back behind, but more than a one ball in play. And a separate rally going on here, and oh, Barami it is that wins it. With a fabulous volley.
40 love.
Not quite sure how the umpire will view that one.
Game.
So Philippoussis and
Barami 7 games all, tie break.
are level here, so it'll be a tie break to finish the evening. Close to 7 points.
Yeah, exactly. Very good.
Oh, what a rally. Oh.
1-0.
Oh, Philippoussis' forehand had a bit of sting to it.
That is Philippoussis. One all.
It's going to land in. Oh, just long.
2-1. Baghdadis Philippoussis.
So a mini break here from Philippoussis. And he's done well, just keeping the ball a little lower and pressurizing the opposition. Oh yes, and a good rally, and Barami again with the final say.
3-2. Let for serve. Let's for serve.
Oh, so close to wrestling it over.
3-all.
Again, the ball coming at pace at him. Just couldn't quite make enough room, so they're going to switch ends.
Four, 3. Barami Enquist.
So Barami and Enquist just a couple of points away here. And what has Mansour got up his sleeve? As he looks to finish this off. Ooh,
4-all.
Too far away. Oh.
5-4. Barami.
Hugely entertaining rally, and Barami serving to try and finish this off. Oh, that one caught a bounce that was a little higher than Mark was expecting. And now we've got a couple of match points. Oh! And in the end, it's Baghdatis that splits the opposition with a clinical volley.
Barami Enquist. 6-all.
What we do is we take their information, application for them, charge you £7.
Oh yes. All angles of the court being utilised, but that was nicely done from Barami.
Barami Enquist.
And that will wrap up victory. What an entertaining hour that was. Mansour Barami and Thomas Enquist enjoying themselves. And in the end, they edge it out in a tie-break.
Can we please give a big hand to Mansour Barami, Thomas Enquist, Marcos Bagdatis and Mark Philippoussis. I'll be having a quick word with them in a moment. If you would like to stay for some more entertainment. Guys, this better be good. Marcus, it's been a year. What have you been up to?
Waiting for this moment. No, first of all, I mean, it's an absolute pleasure to be back in this amazing club, the Hurlingham club, and to play with these guys, the legends of our sport. It's an absolute pleasure, and I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Great atmosphere here, so thank you guys.
Now Mark, you've played quite a lot of Legends tennis. Who's your favourite or least favourite player to play with?
You know, I've never had so much fun losing than playing with Marcus. We have yet to win a match, but it's
ever.
But it's
really ever.
Yeah, this guy. It's a pleasure.
Do you think you maybe need to go and watch some footage and go over the way you've played? Any analysis?
Oh, I wouldn't go that deep. You know, just as long as we walk. As long as you walk off the court not limping, that's a win for us, you know, for me especially.
I was about to say, I've never heard two former professional athletes say it's the taking part that counts.
Yeah, and losers normally say that actually, but yeah.
We love having fun. Yeah, that's it. It's not taking part. We have a lot of fun, and yeah, it's just like I said before. It's an amazing, honor and pleasure to play with Mark, but the other guys also throughout the weeks, and yeah, it's just so much fun.
Quick question: are England gonna win tonight? You know who's here?
Yes, they're gonna win. They're gonna win. Good luck, England. They're gonna win. We'll be watching.
Right, I'll go see what this other team think. Well guys, it's great to have you back here at the Hurlingham Club. Thomas, we've missed you for a year or so. How are you?
Yes, no, I'm great, thanks. And it's so nice to be, first of all, to be out and play on this unbelievable grass court. I think we should give a big round of applause to the groundskeeper because this court is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like carpet. It's absolutely stunning. Mansour, how are you, kind sir?
Thank you very much. I love your dress.
Thank Armani.
Yeah, well, thank you, Armani. So, no, it's great to be here.
How are you? What have you done in the last year, other than entertain millions?
That's all I do. I just, I play tennis. That's my life, and I love it. I love entertaining people. I love to see the smile in their face. That is the only reason I continue playing, especially when you have, partners like these legends. These guys are fabulous, and it's been an honor for me to be playing with the biggest names of the sport for I don't know, past 40 years, 50 years.
Yeah, so you've played this tournament since it began. Are we allowed to know exactly how many years that is?
That was in 1994, that the first time I came to Hurlingham, and since then I never failed. I played every year. This club is one of the best in the world, and it's fantastic to be this grass. As Thomas said, that they're doing an unbelievable job. My highlight of my season is when Roland Garros is finished, and then you come to grass courts, and these ball kids are doing a great job, and everything is very nicely done.
And Thomas, what do you make of your partner, saying to people, how dare you leave? How dare you not watch?
Well, he deserves that, no, doesn't he? I mean, he's unbelievable, Mansour. I've been lucky enough to play with him for many years, and I don't know what he's eating for breakfast, but he obviously is playing as good as ever, and it's always an honor and a big pleasure to share the court with him.
And do you think England are going to win?
I hope so, yes.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Oops. Well, there we go. We've got an honorary Brit here, that's for sure. Well, guys, thank you so much. We'll see most of you tomorrow. But in the meantime, folks, Thomas Enqvist, Mansour Bahrami, Marcos Baghdatis, and Mark Philippoussis. Well, that rounds off day one here at the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic. It's been absolutely wonderful to have your company. If you would like to stay, there is a big screen over in the sponsorship village, courtesy of Marriott Bonvoy, and they are showing the game. There's already the preamble that's on right now, and obviously you'll get all of it from kickoff at 8 p.m. But if this is your first time here, welcome along. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I hope to see you later on the week. And safe travels home.